Ethan, the horseman of hypocrisy. Attacking women, but I thought Ethan loved doing girly pop shit on his dumbass podcast all the time. What happened? Oh, it's that stupid ass fucking lawsuit, is what happened. Again, we went over the fucking Ethan Klein video. It's stupid. The arguments that he's using in order to go forward with this lawsuit is very, very strange. And again, like, of all the people that he's deciding to sue, he's specifically going after women and minority women quite specifically. Okay, we're doing the fucking like woke tard, woke glib, fucking wokey, fucking goddamn argument here, but it is a little strange, it's a little suspicious that of most of the more like cis men listed within the fucking snark Reddit, he specifically goes after women. That's a little fucking weird. Now, okay, I'll be fair. I haven't checked all the fucking links. I don't know if they're all fucking women or non-binary or what have you. That doesn't really matter. The point is still is that he is specifically targeting 3 women with his like dumbass fucking lawsuit, which is not going to go anywhere. But like, let's see what we got here. Ethan Klein's war on women and Jamila Jamil's controversial piece about women journalists. I want to take a look at this. If you don't know who Ethan Klein is, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. Klein is the primary host of the extremely popular HD podcast. It's one of the most watched podcasts on YouTube every week. For the past few years, as he has engaged in a never-ending, largely one-sided feud with his former co-host Hassan Piker. Yeah, dude, like, listen, he's taking a page out of the Horseman of Obsession here, okay? How many fucking podcast episodes has fucking Ethan Klein made about Hassan, where he talked about Hassan, and like Hassan like didn't really give much of a shit, and as soon as like Hassan got like annoyed enough, he mentioned like, okay, like fuck off, I don't care about this stupid bullshit. Ethan is just crashing out, being very dumb, stupid, and annoying, so it's just like, go away. How many fucking like Instagram posts haven't like the Hassan fans at this point tracked? Like, it was like 100+ fucking posts or something based off of what, like clips from Hassan's channel or something, and it's just like all just kind of like random bullshit for the most part. And then like when he explicitly mentioned Ethan himself, because he just got like annoyed enough, saying like, okay, fine, like he's being dumb and annoying, I don't like him, so that's cool. Left the Twitch streamer's been profiled in the New York Times, right? Because like again, Ethan is just jealous of the fact that Hassan has mainstream relevance and he doesn't. Klein has also become more hated than ever before. That's saying something, because Klein used to happily throw the N-word around. That's actually true, right? Like, we know the podcast episodes, right? We know the podcast episodes. There's that one with the iDubbbz where he just said the N-word F slur. It's like, that's like really satisfying and fun to say, N-word F slur. And it's just like, I think I even caught that episode, and I just thought it was like kind of weird that he just said that. I'm just like, why are you just like, why'd you do that? Well, it's a little fucking weird. Whatever. But since October 7th, 2023, Klein has repeatedly escalated allegations of anti-Semitism against Piker for his outspoken stance against Israel and in support of Palestinians. Klein is Jewish and has lived in Israel, where Piker is Turkish American and was raised Muslim. Klein's obsession with attacking Piker and anyone who agrees with or is associated with Piker has made Klein the repeated subject of viral content, dragging him to hell and back. That's pretty true. Yeah, that's pretty true. Yeah, he went after Ludwig as well, which is very fucking weird. He's gone after like a ton of different like random people, saying like what he's doing is very because it's fucking obsessive. It's silly. He just needs to like just. Like, I've said this before, Ethan, just go back to doing your girly pop goofball shit, and like no one's really gonna give much of a shit at all. Like, you having your fucking particular conniption about this is like, it's making it worse for you, quite literally. This week, Klein continued to be mad at Piker for being anti-Israel that he decided to sue 3 women about it. That's true. He filed lengthy, typo-ridden lawsuits for copyright infringement against female Twitch streamers who reacted to a nearly 2-hour video Klein made about Piker in January at the Content Nuke. And trust me, if you've seen the arguments that are being made in those fucking lawsuits, they are it's incredibly fucking childish. Like, it's like a baby is throwing a fucking tantrum, is now filing his first fucking lawsuits. The fucking intention of these lawsuits is extremely obvious. he wants people to stop talking about him. It's all fucking slap suit shit. That's the point of it. It's ridiculous. It's very silly. It's stupid. Like, it's just like, why do you do this? It's very strange. Yeah, I don't get it. And yeah, which he has since revealed was a trap to try and sue Piker for streaming the copyrighted content on his channel. This is where actually this is inaccurate, right? The content nuke was not copyrighted. He himself also said in the follow-up content nuke, I guess, where he's like suing Frogan, Kaceytron, and Denims, that he put the video into the library of copyright, so now then he has justification to sue people who reacted to it, which is like, that is the stupidest fucking shit on the planet. There is no basis for this at all, because it's just not gonna fucking work, quite literally, because it's just like, people talked about it and reacted to it before you put it in for copyright. That's just not how any of this works. This is very silly and incredibly fucking childish. But then again, it's because Ethan is just like, I don't know, crashing out. Honestly, it's just because he's fucking crashing out. It's really fucking dumb. Which he has since revealed is a trap to try and sue Piker for copyright channel. Piker didn't do it, but these women did. But Hassan did react to about like over half of the content nuke. It was an 8-hour-long react where he constantly, like, very thoroughly broke down a lot of the idiotic shit that Ethan was saying, because it turns out for like the entirety of the video he's been saying like stupid fucking idiotic shit. Guys, it's almost as if you should not operate off of any information that's given to you by Destiny fans and Destiny fucking orbiters themselves, because they have like an idiotic fucking conniption. Like, it's stupid. So Klein sued them instead. Klein's announcement of the lawsuits featured him literally setting money on fire. The suits featured dozens of claims about Piker, including a paragraph comparing Piker to a prominent Palestinian who has been dead for 50 years, but collaborated with Adolf Hitler and other Nazis to oppose the establishment of Israel. He's doing the Benjamin Netanyahu conspiracy theory of like, oh dude, like, obviously, like, Hitler got the inspiration to the Holocaust from the Palestinian Grand Mufti, where there's like no evidence for that whatsoever, and they just like met once, and that's like it. It's very fucking it is the dumbest shit on the fucking planet, this conspiracy theory that's been peddled by Benjamin Netanyahu. I guess like maybe Ethan doesn't agree with the entire tenets of the fucking conspiracy theory, but he's peddling the exact same conspiracy theory. It's very silly. I wonder why the Palestinian Grand Mufti might have had a problem with like a lot of the Zionist militias that were constantly taking homes from Palestinians. I wonder why. I couldn't think of anything possible whatsoever. The feud between Klein and Piker is so labyrinthian it would actually take hours to dissect it, but this most recent escalation troubled me on another level. Klein's lawsuits against these three women are so frivolous that even he doesn't think they'll make it to court. Yeah, we'll get to that fucking this particular clip here by Queen in Yellow, where, like, I don't know, dumbasses like Willie Mack show are saying like, oh, he's intending to get them to settle out of court. It's like, buddy, like, it's not even gonna get to that point. It's gonna like make it to the judge's desk. They're gonna look at it, be like, what the fuck is this shit? And they're gonna throw it out and say like, yeah, this is like some attempted slap suit fucking nonsense in a state. Keep in mind, he's filing this in California, quite literally, which is an anti-slap suit state. You can fucking double check with me on that one, Boy Meets Mini, because I believe California is anti-slap suit. Yeah, good luck in California with this. Thank you, Boy Meets Mini. Like, that's not gonna work. And we all know that Ethan has already filed slap suits in the past, right? What has the Noah Samson and First Denims lawsuit, were those fucking settled out of court? Like, were they? I'm curious. We know he did like defamatory sort of slap suit stuff on Ryan Kavanaugh, and those didn't go anywhere at all. They were also shot down by the courts in California because they were slap suits, right? So let me see this. Ethan let's see. Ethan Klein. I can't type Ethan. Jesus Christ. Ethan Klein. Lawsuit. Noah Samson. Is there anything about this? Lawsuit Happy Millionaire. Threatens to lawsuit slop criticism. This is disgusting. The YouTube defamation case. That may redefine creator rights forever. I believe this is about the recent ones, right? Like, I'm trying to see, like, which one are these? Mr. Beast. This is about Mudahar. Noah Samson, the bread tuber who took things too far. Describes his channel something between commentary and leftist political essay content. Sure. Yeah, whatever. Genocide accusations. Then, of course, like, there's Mudahar stuff. YouTube lawyers show up. Fucking shit from that dumbass 12-year-old Hassan Soccer. Fucking yeet. Has this, like, settled out? Has this settled out whatsoever? I'm very confused. Creator Battleground. Against Matt Haas. The left's ideological purity test. Sure, man. Yeah, that's what's going on. That's the main fucking problem here. No retraction, no response. As Mudahar. They didn't even fucking spell Mudahar right in this fucking goddamn article. Okay, nice meme. Ethan Klein lawsuit response. Principal payoff. Has this, what? This time, the message is for no particular retired commentary that thrives on moral absolutism. Yeah, man. Yeah, Twitch and YouTube commentary ecosystem thrives on moral absolutism. Totally. It's a dumbass article. Hassan has helped Noah Samson get in touch with... Has this been, like, settled out of court or something? Like, what's the evidence here? Is this still ongoing? This dumbass lawsuit? Let me see. I'm curious. I'm not finding anything. Because we all know that if Ethan loves to talk about lawsuits that are going on his podcast constantly. Has he mentioned anything recently on his podcast about the Noah Samson lawsuit or the first Denims fucking lawsuit? Has he been talking about those? As far as I know, no, because there would have been posts about it by either like idiot slop tube content creators or by Hassan fans, right? So, as far as I can tell, this has gone nowhere, and I think it's pretty safe to operate under the assumption that basically that these, whoa, crazy, these probably got dropped by the courts because of how ridiculous and frivolous these are. Because I think that's what the case is. Yeah, I'm trying to think, are these like lawsuits? Did they go anywhere? I don't see any like evidence to say that they have gone anywhere. I don't know. It's very strange. Doesn't even think they'll make it to court. All right. Despite his demand for a jury trial. See, he's trying to demand for a jury trial because, I don't know, he can, like, convince a jury somehow that there's basis for his stupid argument. He's doing that because he knows it'll be extremely expensive for Denims, Kaceytron, and Frogan to try to be able to do these kinds of lawsuits. He wants a jury trial so then, like, his dumbass lawsuit doesn't get immediately thrown out of court when it gets examined by a judge. That's why. But it's stupid. But they are still going to be extremely expensive, time-consuming, and stressful. And they have provoked a torrent of misogynistic abuse aimed at these women who are already frequent targets. There is also a lot of other stuff going on in the world. Let me take a quick break from unpacking Klein's latest gift within the misogynistic cesspool of the internet to acknowledge that Donald Trump unconstitutionally bombed nuclear facilities based on vibes. True. An unprecedented act of war. True. Warhawks praise Trump. True. Yeah. This isn't just hubris. It's homicide dressed up as humanitarianism. Wrote John McGeolian? Geolin? Whatever. I don't know how to pronounce that name. It is in an appropriately scathing op-ed for The Hill. And the victims aren't dictators. They're doctors, shopkeepers, little girls clutching backpacks. There's our boy Zoran. Very cool. Yep, Zoran Mamdani saying, he is based and Donald Trump is cringe. And I agree. So, nice little intermediary. I appreciate that. Very cool. Back to Ethan Klein tormenting women. That's a fucking subheader, dude. Real and true, obviously. Before Klein's epic fallout with Piker over Israel and Gaza, Klein hosted an even more popular show called Frenemies with YouTuber Trisha Paytas in 2021 and 2022. Wait, 2020 and 2020. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me? I can't read. The podcast was so successful that it elevated Paytas and Klein to new heights, but it crashed and burned as after their numerous on-camera fights. Wasn't that kind of like the point, right? Yeah, whatever. Again, to explain this lore would take so much time, hours, thousands of words, but what I wanted to bring up here is that after Paytas departed the show, Klein became a frequent visitor to a now banned snark subreddit called Trishyland. Well, that's a little sus. I wonder why Ethan Klein's constantly going on a snark subreddit that he likes to constantly deride. Okay for thee, but not for me kind of a deal. Very fun. Here's the hypocrisy as expected by the horseman of hypocrisy. He's being incredibly fucking hypocritical. Has a big problem with snark subreddits. But hey, he doesn't have a problem visiting the Trisha fucking snark subreddit. Very cool. Very, very cool. I reported on the disturbing harassment the subreddit largely consisted of before it was taken down. The users delighted in grotesque bullying around Paytas' appearance, tracked down her real-life location, tried to get her banned from various facilities, and crucially uploaded Paytas' content, including her paywalled OnlyFans content, to avoid giving her views and contributing to her revenue. Jesus. Has the fucking, Ethan Klein snark again, categorically, I don't really like... I don't like snark subreddits whatsoever. I think that they're all just bad. Has the snark subreddit even gone to, this fucking extent? They've mostly done, reporting on a lot of fucking goddamn Ethan's bullshit. Have they, doxed him? I have no idea. Again, I haven't, kept up with the behavior of, the Ethan Klein snark subreddit because, I don't know, I'm not, so much of a fucking loser online. I am a fucking loser online, I'll admit to that, whatever. But I'm not that big of a loser to participate in, snark Reddits or something. Because, this is pretty fucking bad. Like I said before, they're, no different than fucking Kiwi farms. But, that's cool. They were also so egregiously anti-Semitic toward her husband, who is Klein's brother-in-law. Jesus fucking Christ. That is actually fucking hilarious. Yet, Ethan, I thought we cared about anti-Semitism. I thought we cared about, Jewish people or something. What happened? What happened? That's a little weird. It's interesting that Klein showed Trishyland on his channel when his lawsuits against Wait. He did? Ethan! Are you serious? You showed this on your channel? That is fucking crazy, bro. Are you actually serious? That he showed a snark subreddit on his fucking channel, and he's getting fucking pissed about the Ethan Klein's, the H3 snark subreddit. Talking about okay, dude. The hypocrisy is just, it's on another level. Hilarious. Crazy, 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 crazy. When his lawsuits against 3 women Twitch streamers who go by Kaceytron, Frogan, and Denims includes that their streams were recommended by the H3 Snark subreddit as a way to watch Klein's content without giving him views. Again, the links that were on... Because I found that exact post on the Snark subreddit that Ethan has such a fucking issue with. The links just go to their channels on Twitch. That is it. Quite literally. That is the only thing that those fucking links do. Is just go to their fucking subreddit, to their fucking channels. And that means it's like malicious intent that's being like, there's like, because Ethan was trying to say that this is like a coordinated strike between the Snark Reddits and these Hassan Orbiter channels. There's like no fucking evidence at all to suggest any of that. It's just, that's just complete fucking nonsense there by Ethan. The lawsuits also seek to unmask the anonymous moderators of this H3 Snark subreddit, several of whom the suits say are women. And Klein mentions other unrelated women in the lawsuits. Those including 2 female Twitch employees who the suit assert are anti-Israel and anti-Semitic. Oh, is that like that Twitch safety person that he's having like I don't know, a schizophrenic conniption about, like that he's going like completely crazy or some shit? And there's like no evidence. Like I tried to find the claims of her anti-Semitism. I couldn't fucking find them. Like she, or like basically that she like criticized the state of Israel or something, and that she's like, oh, she's like very, very anti-Semitic because of that. And it's just like, Ethan, like you're doing the conflation bit again of saying that Zionists are all fucking Jews again, because that's the propaganda line that Israel goes along with. It's fucking stupid, right? The reason I bring up all these women is because Klein's lawsuits are catnip for the misogynistic ecosystem in the Twitch community and beyond. Kaceytron, Frogan, and Denims all launched GoFundMes for legal costs. Lawyers can cost hundreds of dollars an hour, and cases can involve hundreds of billable hours. And they've been swarmed by sexist harassment. Frogan and Denims are both Arab women, and Frogan wears a hijab. So they're also targeted with other forms of bigotry. That's true, and real, and based. Well, not the fact that it's being brought. Fuck you. Gets clipped out of context. Cancelled. Typical critical racist theorist Da Harumba, as always, being racist towards Arab women. What can you do? Someone told Denims to launch an OnlyFans to pay for legal costs. So true and real. Other people are ranking the women's funds based on their physical appearances. So Frogan, we all know, is like a 2, basically. So that means she's gonna get like only like $20,000 or some shit. Yeah, it's so stupid, man. It's so stupid. Well-known misogynists and bigots are in their replies mocking them. Fans of Klein are making small donations to their funds just to pile on more abuse in payment descriptions. Hey, man, listen, free money, easy, free bag, free eats. You know, if you want to like claim like, oh, I'm actually getting scammed by this, it's like, dude, you donated with the express purpose of continuing the fucking harassment campaign. Like, what the fuck is this, dude? Nice fucking meme. And depressingly, this is nothing new. Oh man, Kaceytron, support my GoFundMe. Small rant. I'm so tired. My entire existence on Twitch since I started 13 years ago. Yeah, that's. By the way, yeah, Kaceytron, she's one of the fucking OGs. She's been at this for years, a very, very long time. Has been incel harassment campaign after incel harassment campaign. Men with much larger audiences than have sexually harassed, defamed, slandered, swatted my home, cyber-stalked, and tried to get me to kill myself for literally a decade. Though these endeavors, very few of my peers have supported me because they don't want to evoke the same hate. It's been extremely isolating. I've always been thrown to the wolves to fend for myself. Now, a millionaire has specifically chosen me as a target for a frivolous lawsuit, not only because they know I don't have the monetary means to defend myself, but because they knew targeting specifically me would evoke the support of extremely large incel audiences. Now, what she's saying is true, like, quite literally. Yeah, there's, like, listen, like, you can go down an entire fucking, like, I don't know, hours-long fucking rabbit hole for, like, Kaceytron fucking lore. Yeah, it's not good, folks. It's pretty bad, I have to say. Who would once again harass me en masse. My biggest fear in all of this is that I will once again be left to fend for myself, as mass harassment campaigns slander and harass my character. I'm also fearful of my financial future and my ability to provide for my family. Being told relentlessly that you're going to lose everything and have generational debt for the rest of your life, well, that's literally the shit people kill themselves over. And again, she ain't wrong. She ain't lying. She ain't lying with that one. I often cope with humor, as most people who have overcome hard obstacles in their lives do. But I've reached my breaking point and acknowledge I need more help. I'm hoping to be back to streaming Wednesday. very cool and very based of Ethan to be doing this. Very, very cool that he's harnessing all the like 3 IQ troglodytes that Gamergate is evoking. And again, like every time I post fucking dumbass videos about Ethan Klein, it's, you want to know the main people that attack that fucking shit? It's conservatives and misogynists. Like 10 times out of, I'll say it, 10 times out of 10. Yeah, they get mad and they just boost me. It's very cool. I'm like, great, fantastic. Like, I'm not getting any subs out of this or anything, but I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, Cope Mall, like, whatever. I don't give a shit. Give me the algorithm boosties, okay? Listen, you know what they say. Any publicity is good fucking publicity. You know, that's how it works, right? When I first started off on Twitch, right off the heels of Gamergate, I received so much harassment for just being a woman who told jokes. 13 years ago? Yeah, 2012. That was about the start of when Gamergate was trying to happen. So, that's true. Yeah. Like, she probably went through it during Gamergate. Like, that's not hyperbole. Kaceytron told me over DMs. I honestly feel a sense of relieving some of that just from the way more comments are talking about me. Along with being fucking sued. I am assuming fucking sued. I have to deal with the man club underselling my life's work all over again, she continued. I felt like I finally had these fucking losers off my back and have just been focused on streaming to my mostly LGBTQ/woman audience, and now this, I assume, lawsuit. It fucking sucks being a woman in this industry. This is true. She's not lying. Again, a lot of the most prominent streamers online, well, they're mostly men. Let's be honest here. That's not hyperbole. Still, Twitch is a very, very man-focused, website, I guess? I don't know. Whatever. You know what I mean. Women with long online careers like Kaceytron have already endured harassment from internet figures who Klein has aligned himself in his crusade against Piker. People who are ecstatic to see his lawsuit regardless of its merits. Fucking slop tubers who used to hate Ethan Klein. It's incredible how it always comes all back around, because Ethan, like, he's a fucking grifter. He doesn't fucking believe in anything in reality. So guess what? I can make money off of like dumb fuck incel forums and shit like that. It's the stupidest fucking dog shit on the fucking planet. These women haven't meaningfully threatened Klein's powerful position on YouTube, the millions of views he gets, his millionaire status, or his legions of dedicated fans who are hungry to rip into his enemies. Klein is more powerful than them and he is reveling in it. The cost to women on these platforms is yet another chilling example of what powerful men can do to you if you piss them off. Klein didn't respond to my request for comment. Very cool. But Jamila Jamil said, I think I'm done with being interviewed by women, but her piece actually made some good points. I'm assuming that this is the whatever. I'm assuming this is Jamila Jamil's... no, this is Cat 10 Barge. Oh. Yeah, whatever. Tomato. A lot of good points. So this is like our sort of like preamble to all of this. So, Ethan, what do you have to say here? What's our boy got to say?
Lost wages. Oh, so she's carving out. She's carving out some space here, some creative space here for herself. Any bills or personal expenses I have from lost wages and damages arising from this litigation. Lost wages? You mean the money you're going to pay me?
The money you're going to... It's not what that means. Okay, sure.
Anyway, so like having to go to court instead of working.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think that's the intent, anyways.
This isn't going to court. Honestly.
He just fucking says it. What, bro? What the fuck is this? No, this isn't going to court. Yeah, like, because again, the fucking goddamn lawsuit is like frivolous to an extreme. It's cartoonish, dude. It's silly.
Honestly, like, there's no shot.
Yeah.
Ethan's a creep. I hope he loses again. Ethan's a little lost weight.
Again, like, I have to ask, like, Ethan Klein fucking supporters. Let's be honest here. Like, Like, there's no fucking way that this is gonna go to, like, a trial jury, like, what he wants. Again, the purpose of this is simple. It's just a slap suit to get them to shut the fuck up and stop criticizing him. That's the point. Like, quite literally. No, as far as I could tell, no. The Frogan did not send harassers to Ethan's chat. So, whatever. Yeah. Like, as far as I can tell, generally speaking, leftist streamers tend to be more responsible in telling their audiences, listen, I'm talking about this because I have to fucking talk about this. Do not go into harass. Do not fucking, like, go into chat and be annoying to any of these people. Blah, 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 blah. Shit like that. But, like, do you expect any of the same grace from any of these other, like, slop tube content creators? No, you don't. It's fucking silly, dude. So, like, if you have, like, any idea about any of the tenets of the fucking lawsuit and, like, what's being said, it's so ridiculous and frivolous and just such a childish attempt at doing a defamation case that more than likely this will appear in front of the fucking judge and it's going to get thrown out immediately. Sorry, Willie Mac Show, you 3IQ fucking troglodyte. This is not going to be settled immediately out of court by Frogan, Denims, and fucking goddamn Kaceytron. I, again, point to the Noah Samson lawsuits and the first lawsuit that has happened between Ethan and Denims. There was, as far as I know, and as far as I have looked into, there has been no settlement, and more than likely, the cases have been thrown out. We know that other sort of slap suits that Ethan has done in the past before against Ryan Kavanaugh specifically were thrown out. So, because again, California is an anti-slap suit state. I mean, it's very, very stupid and ridiculous, right? It's the stupidest shit on the fucking planet. What do you got here? I'm okay. I'm not sure if this is like the inciting incident. It's not the overall inciting incident. Fucking H3 has had, or Ethan has had big problems with, well, Taylor Lorenz in the past about like takes that she's had. It's very fucking stupid and weird. But you know, Taylor, it doesn't matter how hard you death to America. Hassan just isn't into you. Why are we doing all the fucking? This is shit that conservatives do all the time. Wait. Hey, dumbass Ethan Klein fans who constantly saying that, like, oh, Ethan's like a liberal dude. Why is he doing the same fucking psychosexual shit that fucking goddamn, like, conservatives and their commentators and content creators do all the time? Like, well, he's not gonna fuck you or she ain't gonna fuck you, bro. Like, explica. Boy, explica hasta, mate. I need an explanation. You know, I'm jingling the fucking keys. It's almost as if there's, like, something that's, you know, more rooted in terms of the ideology here in particular for as to why Ethan Klein is engaging in this behavior. You know. What is it even a response to? Whatever bad stuff happens to America, because of this, we deserve it. Wait. Yeah, what she's is saying here is accurate. Yeah, a lot of these sort of like geopolitical stances and takes. I believe this is in response to the American bombings of Iran, of the nuclear facilities. What, this was in the 21st? Yeah, the bombings did not happen all that long before. And also, like, the attacks being done by Israel. Oh, no, the bombings were yesterday. So the bombings would have been, so it's not the bombings that the Americans did, but it's also, like, the sort of, like, attempted manufacturing of consent that Tulsi Gabbard is doing, and also, like, the going along with, like, Israel's fucking attacks in Iran, right? And that's what she's talked about. Which again, like, even when fucking Hassan said America deserved 9/11, even Destiny fucking defended the take, because it's just like, well, he's basing this off of a lot of America's sort of actions in the Middle East, especially with, like, you know, the CIA giving arms and weapons, and then, you know, the invasion of Iraq and Afghanistan, the two invasions of fucking Iraq. And that's why stuff like this has fucking happened. That's, like, the justification for it, which is a position that makes sense, which I agree with. Destiny is correct in that assessment. So, yeah, like, that's the sort of reasoning why. I don't know. It seems kind of obvious. I don't know. Our girl can't even say she hopes to witness the death of Western imperialism anymore without being accused of doing it for a man, SMH. That's true. Oh, what have we got here? Okay, the dumbest haters don't accuse me of sexually harassing women. What the fuck are you on about, freak? Journalists, by the way. Many snark subreddits are majority women, but they're some of the most violent misogynistic spaces online. Women also perpetuate misogyny. True, there are women who vote for Trump. If Ethan stopped sexually harassing young girls online long enough to read a book, he might know this. So, okay.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Thanks for joining me on edgy material warning number 3.
Sure.
We've got some edgy material here, and watch your hands, because you're gonna get cut up on this one here, guys. You can scar me, but you can't stop me. Now that is interesting and very deep and poetic. But what's even more interesting is if we just go a couple pixels down. Boom. That's some good camel toe, girl. Yeah.
What? What the fuck is this, dude? What is this? That's some night camel toe. Keep in mind, this is like a teenager. This is a 17-year-old girl at the point in time. She's a Boston Marathon bombing survivor. Very, very cool that he's saying. Why did he even say this? Why? What is this in reference to? I'm curious. Oh, this is some other fucking shit. Never mind. That's the actual source of the clip, I assume.
Nothing like making a political statement, like showing off that camel hoof, girl. Yeah, let me get down with that shit, boy. I can smell it from here. Shit.
What the fuck are you talking about? What? Wait, you can scar me, but you can't stop me. I don't even know. Like, what is the statement that's being said here? I'm very confused. Very weird.
Let me get down with that shit, boy. I can smell it from here. Shit. Pretty brutal little scars. Nothing that a heavy night of fucking won't incur, you know what I mean?
She survived the Boston Marathon bombing, dude. And probably was injured about it. And it's this is so fun. This is so fucking weird, dude. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, ignoring the camel fucking that fat, juicy, juvenile vagina. Nigga wants to fuck that shit, boy. Yeah. Ignoring that, you can scar me, son, but you can't stop me. Yeah. I wonder, it's very powerful, but I wonder if they also, what they wrote on the people who died during the race. You can kill me, but you can't stop her. I wonder if the bodies were still in the street. You can kill me, but you can't stop this girl who was luckily a couple feet away from me, so she didn't die. Oh, good job to her. Oh, wait.
What? Like, this is really fucking weird? What? Why is he saying this? I don't understand. Why? Why are you saying this? What is the point? Like, what is the point of having this fucking take? I don't understand. Why?
I don't know if you guys saw, but you can see her vagina. This makes it a much more powerful image, especially in the Reddit community where this image received over 2,000 votes. So this is a very successful, very powerful, very edgy photo of a girl's vagina, accompanied also by some text that was sharpie down to her stomach, and, boy.
Again, like, what's the argument here that Ethan has a problem with, right? Like, I don't understand. Like, what's the argument? That she's doing activism bad? She survived the Boston Marathon bombing. Like, I don't understand. Like, what's the argument here? That's like hyper fixating on her vagina. She's 17, by the way, so they're very strange, very weird. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. Maybe like with this clip fucking resurfacing, there might be a slight chance that Ethan might have to go back to Israel. If you know, you know, huh? You know, haha, Pepe.
What can you say about a photo like this? She's got a nice. I fuck her face. She's got a nice smug face. Good to fuck. I would ram I would ram that 2-inch cock so far down her throat, about 2 inches deep. But that's enough to incur a gag reflex in about, I'd say, most women. And I hope she can keep that smug smile for me that whole time. You know what I mean? Yeah, girl. Let me fuck that smug little face of yours. What? Yeah.
What is the context? I still don't understand. What is the context behind this? Like, why did she say this? Or why
she got some nice eyebrows too. Very well groomed and a nice haloing light effect. Now let's scroll down here, guys, and just one more time here, skipping over the text, which isn't as important as the vagina shot that we've all enjoyed here so much. And in fact, if you can get a little bit closer, you can actually see the contours of her vagina hoof. And this is more of a camel hoof. This is something like a brontosaurus cleft. This is where the labia meets the leg, and if you have a nice tight little shorts like this, you can just bear all. And then my guess is that she's not even wearing underwear in this shot. So big out to her for being brave. Yeah.
Like, this is... Yeah, he's a comedian, by the way. This is very fucking weird. Yeah, all this fucking nonsense. Yeah, somehow Nayara is the problem. I also just learned that she's not East European. She's German. So, fuck. Daho being wrong again. Son of a fucking bitch. L take yet again from Daho. Unlucky. So I don't understand. Why is this being talked about? Why is Ethan
Getting out here and making this very powerful political statement about her proximity to the bomb being less close than all the other ones who died. You can scar her, but you can't stop her, guys. And never forget, Boston bombing, 2013, guys. Never forget. They can scar us, they can scare us, but they sure can't stop us, boy. Yeah.
Is this supposed to be like some... I don't understand. Why did Ethan make this video? Like, what is it? I want some context. I'm very confused. What? Ethan Klein, Boston bombing survivor video? What is the point in saying all this? Ethan Klein, Boston bomber. No, this is just the clip of the sexual harassment. I want to understand the original video. Like, what is this? Yeah, she was a victim of terrorism. I don't understand. Like, okay. Video touching himself. This is from H3 subreddit. So this is from Ethan's subreddit. I saw the Boston Marathon victim video. It's not as graphic or horrible as Snark made it out to be, but it's still pretty bad. Okay. I really feel like this is the only slam dunk Snark has. Okay. It would be awesome if Ethan could talk about it. I feel like there is some context behind the video that we don't have access to. I agree. Okay. Yeah, sure. I would like some fucking context as well. Even if there isn't any other context, I think it would be good for Ethan to address it and apologize to the girl. What do y'all think? Uh-huh. Bad taste 5 years ago. Got posts on Snark. Edgy, yes. Graphic, no. It was definitely as graphic and horrifying as you think it is. I mean, like, graphic and horrifying, I don't know. It's very fucking weird, I'll be quite honest. I think it's just strange. It's not funny. I don't understand. Like, the only thing that I'm curious about is why is Ethan... Why did Ethan make this? I don't understand. He definitely sexually harassed her. That is not like, that is incontrovertible. That is true. The thing is that the question that I'm asking here is, like, why did he make this fucking video? Like, is this just like some more, or like, anti-political fucking thing or something? Like, was this to like appeal to like weirdo gamer gators or some shit or something? Was the dude who did the Boston Marathon bombing like a fucking far right dude? I don't remember exactly. Okay, let me look this in. I'm curious. Boston Marathon bombing. Do you also know at all, Boy Meets Mini? Who was the dude who fucking did this? Brothers Tamarin? Diskar? Anzarovich Jatar Sarnev. He's a Chechen. Okay. An unprecedented search for Dazar Sarnev ensued, with thousands of law enforcement officers searching a 20-block area of Watertown. Residents of Watertown and surrounding communities were asked to stay indoors. Transportation system most businesses and public places closed. During questioning, Duskahar said that he and his brother were motivated by the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, that they were self-radicalized and unconnected to any outside terrorist groups. Okay, so Lone Wolf. They said they were radicalized by Al-Qaeda materials. Okay. So that is probably what prompted Ethan to make this video. But why is he attacking one of the survivors then? That's very strange. Like, was it tried to make like some kind of a goof or a gaffe? That's why I'm still a little confused about. And that he was following his brother's lead. He said they learned to build explosive devices from an online magazine of Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula. He also said that he had intended to travel to New York City to bomb Times Square. He was convicted of 30 charges, including using a weapon of mass destruction and malicious destruction of property resulting in death. Okay. pool. So that's the reasoning as to why he's making this video, because he doesn't like the terror. But again, that doesn't really answer the question for as to why is he going specifically after one of the survivors. Wouldn't he, like, shouldn't he, like, agree more with her position? Like, does he think that he's using, like, the I don't know, platform or something? I in order to be, I don't know, facetious or something? I don't understand, like, why is he doing this? This is very, very strange. I guess even, like, people in Ethan's subreddit are saying, like, yeah, why is, like, this is, like, pretty bad. Like, why is he saying this? Yeah, why did he do this? I don't really understand. What is this shit? Hey, Taylor, cat got your tongue. Don't you want to double down on your defamatory claim that I sexually harass young girls? I don't know, dude. We saw the video. Like, you were talking about her fucking pussy lips, bro. That's a little fucking weird, bro, of a 17-year-old. Like, yeah, I don't think that's ridiculous to say. You were not even focusing, like, you didn't even fucking give, like, an argument. Again, there needs to be some context. Why was he talking about this? You have, you have end of day to apologize, until the end of day, to apologize and clarify to my satisfaction. Again, I don't understand. This is very fucking weird. Like, you just randomly started talking about some girl's fucking pussy, bro. Like, who's 17, who survived the Boston Marathon bombing. It's fucking weird, man. It's really weird. But okay, sure. Final fucking meme, I suppose, of this whole saga of the Taylor Lorenz attack cycle. I guess the current iteration. Because he's been doing this for a fucking while at this point. So, like, this is the current thing. So, Ethan Klein has begun threatening me on Instagram. Here's a screen recording of our exchange. I and other women have asked him repeatedly to stop making sexual comments about us on his IG story and orchestrating sexualized, misogynistic online harassment campaigns against us. So, here we go. Go ahead and ask an attorney about your exposure on saying someone sexually harasses a young girl. You're a fucking journalist. Jesus Christ. You need to get your shit together. What do you mean? So that's the incriminating evidence and the tweet itself, okay? This video is 10 years old. Your claim is that I'm currently doing this. Wait, that's not the claim, though. Wait, Ethan is lying. That is not what that means. Taylor Lorenz herself said that many snark subreddits are majority women, but they're some of the most vile and misogynistic spaces online. Women also perpetuate misogyny. There are women who vote for Trump. If Ethan stops sexually harassing young girls online long enough to read a book, he might know this. That's not her saying that you're currently sexually harassing young girls at the moment. Although, like, for some reason, whenever you talk about Anissa, who is, well, younger than you and is she young? How old is Anissa? How old is she? She's 31. How old is Ethan? He's like almost 40, isn't he? Wait, Ethan is in his 50s? I don't think he's in his 50s. No, I was about to say, there's no way he's in his 50s. He's almost 40. He's 39. Okay. Again, like, I'm trying to understand, like, how is he, like, trying to misconstrue this? Yeah, he just looks really old, because he has, like, a lot of, like, white and graying hairs. Like, yeah, age has not been kind to him. Again, like, I think this is mostly just in reference to the fact that, like, you put out that fucking video, right? When you stop sexually harassing young girls and read a book, implies active and current. Yeah, but you keep talking, like, about Anissa and having, like, strangely weird sexual overtones and comments about her, like, constantly. So that's not true. Ethan has been publicly fantasizing about Anissa Joma pretty routinely for months at this point, if he really needs other examples. Now, is Anissa young? No. But she's younger than Ethan.
So fun.
He needs a good fucking ass whooping is what he needs.
Dude, he is such a mean-spirited little freak.
That's very funny coming from you, Ethan.
Like,
I have feelings.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you have feelings behind those dead eyes.
No.
And I understand you don't like getting pegged, and that's fine. But
No.
you need to learn to say no to her
No.
when she comes in the room at night and she's wearing it again.
No.
What? This is a poor execution of this pegging joke that Ethan's trying to go with here. Like, yeah, Anissa always comes in with the fucking strap on in order to sodomize Ian. Sure, man. Like, fucking weird, bro.
No.
Anyway.
Anyway. Okay, very cool.
What a dumbass.
What's this one?
Can't believe I felt bad for you.
Uh-huh. It's probably him being... probably being very, very triggered about the content cop, I suppose. Sure.
By the way, Anissa reached out. She wants to meet at the Motel 6 tonight at 11.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me?
Because I'm going to fuck him for her? Because she's the cuck?
No. No, that's not... That's a very poor No. No, that's not how that joke works, Ethan. Even Ethan is just like... even he's a little shaky on that one.
No good?
Okay, Ian?
Him.
Right.
I don't believe...
Anissa reached out to me.
You know, the first time that you made the Anissa the cuck joke, it hit
what
really
happened?
good.
Well,
And
what
I feel like each subsequent one we're getting further and further.
What was wrong with the one with that? I thought that
it just sounded weird. It kind of creepy.
Well, it is. That's her thing. I wasn't going to show up.
That's her thing? Okay. It's just a poorly executed joke, I'll be honest.
By the way.
Okay.
I was gonna send fake Ethan.
Jewish.
Stop talking
Ethan has
about
Tourette's.
Jewish. About
Yeah, dude. Okay. I don't know. I think that's more than likely what Taylor Lorenz is talking about. The fact that you currently are doing sexual harassment of women. But yeah, sure. Okay. Very cool. End of day. You continue to post weird sexual things about myself and other women on your story about us wanting to fuck us on. That is true. Quite literally, fucking Taylor Lorenz. The first thing we looked at was that, exactly. Are you saying that you plan to stop making these sexual comments towards me and other women? How old is Taylor Lorenz? Let's take a look. Taylor Lorenz age. About 41 years. He's 41 years old. I didn't think she was that old. Really? Not crazy. I don't know. I think Ethan just likes sexually harassing women. I don't know. She was born on October 24th, 1984. So, yeah, about 40 years old. Okay. How can I stop doing something from 10 years ago? Again, you keep talking about, like, how Hassan doesn't want to fuck Taylor Lorenz. That's a little fucking weird. Like, that's the point. Oh, sure, okay. Okay, well, for one, you aren't a young girl, are you? How old are you again? I would call myself and other women you're harassing by making sexual comments young women. That's not false. She's correct when she says that, right? They are young women. That is not something you did 10 years ago. Like, I guess what she means there is young adult women, which is true, you know. Now, are we going to have to, like, fucking quibble about, like, what is the barrier for young adult women? So what, Anissa is, what, 31 years old, okay? I don't know. Fucking, I think I'm older than Frogan. I'm, like, 95% certain I'm fucking older than Frogan. Yes, I am older than Frogan. Frogan's 27. What about, Kaceytron? I think Kaceytron is older than me. Pretty sure. Yeah, 34 years old. Okay. Sure. Is like 34 years old considered to be like a young woman or a young adult woman? I don't know. 27? You can make the argument, sure. Like, what's like the standard? What about Denims? Denims is, I'm older than Denims? Denims is 28. I'm older than her. What the? Down old ass man. I'm old. Feels bad, man. Like, yeah, I don't think that's like ridiculous for Taylor to claim. Like, very, very cool. So, okay, whatever. Now, you've been posting weird sexual stuff in your story about me and other women constantly in recent weeks. You implied I was a pedophile the other day. You think it's incredibly, I think it is incredibly weird how you keep making sexualized comments about myself and other women. Do you plan to stop? Okay, we'll see. Thanks for your time. Okay. I generally don't get it, Ethan. I have no problem with you yelling at me every day about my political beliefs. That's your prerogative, and we can disagree. But making comments about my and other women's sex lives is gross. Will you stop doing that? Snark brain is a disease. But Ethan, you just did that. What do you mean? Well, what? What do you mean by what is meant here by Hassan just isn't into you? What are you implying? What, they're not going to become like boyfriend or girlfriend or date? Is that what the implication here is? Okay, sure, man. And all the stuff that we just saw with like Anissa, and it's like the Anissa cuck jokes or something. I don't know. It's a little weird. We saw the fucking video from 10 years ago. Okay, sure, it's from 10 years ago. It used to be a dumb fucking edgy dipshit. Okay, whatever. Sure. I guess I could grant you that. I suppose. But it's, a little fucking weird. Still kind of weird. I agree. So why are you participating in it? Why can't you critique women you disagree with without making sexual or misogynistic comments? Good luck with that. Does this answer the question? Good luck with getting you to stop harassing me and other women by making sexual comments. Convincing literally anyone outside your snark bubble that I'm sexually harassing anyone. Ethan, you kept making like sexualized jokes at the discretion of other women. That is definitely like sexual harassment behavior. It's not all about like, I don't know, grabbing ass and titty and stuff like that. No. This also falls under that umbrella, okay? Right? You are not engaging with like anything that's being said in terms of the arguments, in terms of the positions that people are having. You're just making sexualized comments against them. That's how that works, Ethan. So, yeah, that is sexual harassment. And other people are following up on that and harassing, well, these women at your behest. So that is sexual harassment. That is how that works, Ethan. I don't participate in snark subreddits, Ethan. You do. What you're doing, posting gross sexual commentary about myself and other women's sex lives, is harassment, and it is sexual. You've made weird comments about my sex life, Anissa's sex life, and other girls. Will you stop sexually harassing myself and other women on your IG stories and YouTube show? Damn, that's crazy. The New York Times is still dealing with your latest defamatory lawsuit. This time. There is no institution to protect you, though. Okay, so he's just gonna threaten her instead. So you're going to threaten to bankrupt me legally for me legally. Wait. So you're going to threaten to bankrupt me legally for me asking you to stop sexually harassing me. I would love to see fucking goddamn Ethan go through with that lawsuit, because it would be so fucking funny if he were to do it, because he's not going to fucking win that shit. New York Times won that baseless defamation lawsuit, which was funded by extremist right-wing donors and part of a coordinated smear campaign, by the way. Not that it's relevant, but I just wanted to make it clear. I'm asking you to stop making sexualized comments about me on your IG story that are leading to a tidal wave of harassment and abuse from your fans and putting me in physical danger. And your response is to threaten to sue me into bankruptcy for asking you to stop making comments about my sex life. I don't know, Ethan Klein fans. I think that seems pretty definitive and conclusive. And that's just the video again. Lovely, fantastic. I don't know. So I guess Ethan is trying to resort to sexual harassment of his detractors at this point because he knows his dumbass fucking lawsuit's not really going to go anywhere. That's pretty cool and epic. I don't know. I think it's like pretty safe to say that I guess like the incel fan base, I guess like fucking Ethan Klein has like a new audience that he wants to appeal to or some shit. Like, I don't know. Seems a little sussy. Seems a little weird, guys. I don't know. Seems sus. I don't think there's really much else to say here besides, I don't know. Ethan, you are seeming to have lost the plot here, buddy. You're fucking crashing out. You're losing it. Listen, like fucking like washed up YouTubers are willing to literally do anything else besides to just go log off for like, I don't know. I used to say like it was a month. Maybe like log off for 2 months. Go to therapy. Seek some fucking help. Stop behaving like this. Because guess what? It's really fucking weird that he keeps fucking going along with all this idiotic bullshit. I don't know. Personally, I think that you should support the people that are being frivolously attacked with Ethan's fucking childish, idiotic fucking lawsuit. Because again, he's just a millionaire who's gone mad with power and just wants to go, crazy with it. I don't think there's really much else to say besides that.